them all.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchdown. Back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
6-man.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
54. Coming to you, coming to you.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They tried to get the edge there, no edge to be found.
Yeah, and when you're trying to set the edge, trying to control either the defensive end or the outside linebacker, if you don't, that allows the defense to string a play out all the way to the sideline. And know the sideline gives you as a defender an extra guy. You go from playing with 11 to playing with 12, and it worked out well for the defense there.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Let's go.
Now Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Coleman on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Here we go.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Guys. Go now. Hey, what's ready to go?
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Ready. 25. 54 Mike. Here we go. Hey, South. 54. Check. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Know your job. Hey.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen. Pass. Sponge. No.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Here we go. Black 80.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. It's Desmond Trufant, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. After one, 7-0 on EA. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Garoppolo. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 yards, first down Niners.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Let him know.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 18 yards. First down Niners.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Niners on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ross Dwelly there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, But which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done? Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. From the 38, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
56 to Mike. Got it. All day, baby, all day. Chance. Big edge.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. James now to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. First.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Coleman. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, here's Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kwan Williams. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Down, ready, right 25. All day, dog. Joker, 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 Joker. Kill, kill, kill. Ready, sit down. All right, 25, sit down.
Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Garoppolo now, just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Coleman now. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd down, Garoppolo, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's caught by Sanders. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Push him back.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Rush in.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Come on, let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Check, 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 check.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Tuesday.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
22.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 27th, Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. The Sanders has got it complete. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, Coleman. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
1st down, 49ers.
Here we go. 180. 45. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. 180. I got you.
On 1st down, Coleman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 180. Back.
Keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Coleman. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould with 3 seconds to go. This for the win. And this is good. Robbie Gould knocks it through in a pressure spot. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees.
investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks and ETFs, all commission-free. Getting started is easy.
What's going on, everybody? It's Eric Ray with it back here, and the best stock plays in the game is mainly because of the corner route to the A tight end. It cuts at just the perfect angle, and it also cuts very fast, so it does a good job at beating man, but it also finds a soft spot against almost any type of zone in the game. And then on the back end, you have all these dig routes that run at different levels, and it just makes it very hard for defenses to defend. One of these routes, you typically find an opening in the zone, but they also usually do a pretty good job at beating man as well. So we'll look at it versus man first, because you need good man beaters this year because man defense is actually pretty good. And it doesn't matter if you have a linebacker or a cornerback or a safety, whoever is lined up on this tight end, the results are going to be the same. He's going to create crazy separation on this break. It is probably the best corner route in the game. It has been for a few years now. It just gets really good separation. It runs at just like the perfect angle. A lot of other corner routes, they're a little bit steeper and they have slower cuts, so they just don't do a good job at beating man. You can see, and this is Ben Watson. He's a solid tight end, but he ain't Travis Kelce. He's not George Kittle. And this in the Patriots playbook and in the pass balance playbook. The reason this is one of the 5 best stock plays in the game is mainly because of the corner route to the A tight end. It cuts at just the perfect angle, and it also cuts very fast, so it does a good job at beating man, but it also finds a soft spot against almost any type of zone in the game. And then on the back end, you have all these dig routes that run at different levels, and it just makes it very hard for defenses to defend. One of these routes will typically find an opening in the zone, but they also usually do a pretty good job at beating man as well. So we'll look at it versus man first, because you need good man beaters this year because man defense is actually pretty good. And it doesn't matter if you have a linebacker or a cornerback or a safety, whoever is lined up on this tight end, the results are going to be the same. He's going to create crazy separation on his break. It is probably the best corner route in the game. It has been for
We hear it over and over from investors. I wish I had bought Amazon Network.
Hey, send me an invite.
I was waiting on you. Oh, I beat you last time. Here I come.
Nah, you ain't beat me. I just
What?
I can't send no invite.
Yeah.